Afternoon baseball now on a Southern California Sunday at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the Oakland A's and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. The A's have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Matt Shoemaker, a right-hander from Michigan, is the starter on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, the maker of shoes, Matt Shoemaker. Split finger's his best pitch. Good fastball, not a great one. 91 to 93 miles an hour. Split finger is the key for Matt Shoemaker. Has the straight changeup to go along with it. You'll know if he's on early. Lots of swings and misses on the splitter.
Into the box now, Franklin Barreto. He will lead this one off today. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, man, nothing they'd like to do more than to salvage this one, D-Roll. After this one, they go on the road for a 7-game road trip, so big to get this win here today.
Yeah, last game in front of the home folks before you go out for a week. This is a big one. They're going to get it done.
Very nice afternoon, high skies, and 77 degrees at game time. 3-0 now. Well, this lineup's been good all season so far. They've looked especially dominant as of late. What's been clicking in particular for them lately, guys?
Yeah, I don't think we can be surprised. They're on fire right now. Continuing a hot start, Matty, no doubt. They've stayed strong. They've come out of spring training with one goal in mind, and that's to get to the postseason. Strong starting rotation, a lineup that doesn't quit. The guys seem to really rally around each other, and they got one of the strongest bullpens in the game.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. Past battles with Matt Shoemaker. He's 1 for 3. As a look, now the pitch. And a great change of pace has him off balance, a swing and a miss. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Piscotty hits a little over the 270 mark. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Piscotty has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has absolute ice water in his veins.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Here comes another 0-2. Swing and a liner. Foul.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summersgill.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summersgill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
I thought east-west, D-Roll. The more I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner, give me a wider plate than a higher plate. I think it's a lot easier to pitch to a wider plate.
Throw over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. Here's another 1-2. Still 1-2. Barreto aboard here at first with nobody out. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Wow, this is an unbelievable at bat. I mean, talk about a battle. This is it. Love it.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike three. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. What do you think they need to do to keep the winning streak a-rolling, D-Row?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
Here comes the first pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 pitch. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Barreto's on the move from first. Got him swinging. The throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a 3rd out on the bases. More from Anaheim right after this. Chris Bassett is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the A's. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that is a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Two and 0 count, and the pitch. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
You know, when you're facing a top-of-the-line pitcher like this, he's going to be down around the knees like that more often than not. The key is punishing whatever mistakes he makes, but so far he hasn't made many.
A little bouncer, but it gets foul. The 2-2. Count remains 2-2. Hit out towards second. Lowry's got it. And a good throw gets him, 1 gone. So here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. Dero, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today. And they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got the good one or not.
He's set, and the pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Bouncer down the line. That's a foul ball. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Another 0-2 coming. And he chased it in the dirt. Lucroy gathers. And he makes the throw to first. Kinsler is retired. 2 down now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing in, the ever dangerous Mike Trout. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. It's a solo home run here for Mike Trout. 4th home run here in the early going as the Angels take a 1-0 lead.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in this series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
Batting fourth, left fielder.
Here's Justin Upton now. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Comes set and the 0-1. And here's a foul ball just off to the right as they get ahead of him here. 0-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Chris Davis now coming into this one. His season home run total tops in the American League. First pitch on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Past battles with Matt Shoemaker, batting .500, 4 for 8. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. The windup and the 0-1. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. The 1-1. Is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
And the pitch on 2-1. Ball 3.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close. So I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the stretch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
So far, this has been a very good outing for this guy. Listen, he doesn't have the best stuff, but what he needs to do, and he's doing it right now, throwing strikes early, trying to initiate a lot of contact, The more pitches that the hitters see off this guy, the better chance they have to go ahead and square something up. So he needs to continue to attack early and get some quick outs, attack the strike zone on the first and second pitch.
Davis on at first, nobody out. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And this is taken in by Upton for the first out.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And let's take a look at second baseman Ian Kinsler, one of the real grinders in our sport. A leadoff hitter that creates problems, not only with his power, but the ability to steal bags. And on defense, one of the quickest double play turns in the game.
So now it's Mark Canna. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball that finds the outside corner. Angels lead at 1-0 here in inning number 2. One and one. The 1-1 is strike two swinging.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Let's take a look at the sequence here again. The first 3 pitches, all 3 down in the zone. So now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the letters.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. Drilled down the line. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Man, I love this angle. Looking right down the line. You can see that he generates his power from his lower half, taking it down the line for a clean double. Great look there.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right.
Calhoun coming on. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. A's strand a couple. They trail this one 1-0. Into the box, Zach Cozart. He's coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night.
Baseman, Zach Cozart.
He's set. Here it comes. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Favorable call in there for a strike. A pause and the 0-2. Fouled away.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North-south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below it.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1 and 2. The 1-2. Pushed softly over toward the right side. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And known as one of the best framing catchers in the game, Jonathan LaCroix can beat you multiple fashions. Not only can he do it from a defensive standpoint, catching and throwing to second base, but he can also move the ball on the offensive side.
Here's Luis Valbuena now. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a high pop-up. Chapman shading to his right. 2 down.
Batting 7th, designated hitter, Albert.
Here's Albert now. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. First delivery to him on the way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1. The 1-1 makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
1 and 2.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And that one stayed too low apparently.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Two out, nobody on. A bouncer up the middle. Gloved by Lowry. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Angels are gone in order. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. The beauty of the Southern California coast. Thanks for joining us for some daytime baseball on the show from the Big A. So that'll bring in the outfielder Boog Powell, and he'll start out their half of the 3rd, top of the order to follow. First pitch on its way. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. The 1-1 home. It's a changeup offered at and missed.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
Count still at 1-2.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Upton's after it. 1 away. And before we get much further, time for a look at the standings entering play today as you see where the Angels find themselves in the American League West. Digging in for his second at-bat, Franklin Barreto reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. First offering on its way. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
1 out, nobody on. Little dribbler down the line. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close. But hold on here now. He jumped out of that dugout in a hurry. He might ask for that out call to be reviewed.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout. But here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why this was a really tough call for the umpire.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Athletics are challenging.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. The question is there enough video evidence to change the call to safe? And wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat that throw. This challenge might work out for him.
The decision appears to have been made as the headset comes off, and the runner is safe. So the call is overturned. The runner will stay at first base, and they maintain the right to challenge further plays going forward.
And the batter rules safe.
Standing in now, Stephen Piscotty. He grounds it sharply to third. Kinsler for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back to Angel Stadium right after this. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Cole Calhoun.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. 0-1 count and the pitch. Missed with a slider. Swings through it for strike number 2. Line shot to first, and there's one away. So one gone in the inning now, and it's time for a look at the standings in the AL West. You just see where the A's find themselves entering play here today. Ready now for LA, Martin Maldonado. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a ball grounded foul near first base coach Alfredo Griffin. Bases are empty, one man out. Slider taken here, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box, Andrelton Simmons, as he lifts it in the air to right field. Kenna on the move, and that retires the side. Angels go down 1-2-3, but they lead it 1-0. Digging in to try it again, Jed Lowry, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss at a ball down. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
could definitely tell this hitter's been guessing at the plate and guessing wrong. But here's where you can't expand the zone. You have to take a deep breath and try and fight yourself back to an even count.
Way outside. 1-2. The 1-2. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Upton's under it. He's got it one away.
The left fielder, number 2, Chris Davis.
Ready for another chance? Chris Davis. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now.
I got to count 1 and 2.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. '50th pitch of the game on its way. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate. The count holds at 2-2. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And both of these guys have shown a decent fastball. Each has touched 93 so far on the gun. Next up for the A's, Matt Olson. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. Off the rocks and gone. A solo shot that time for Matt Olson. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and the A's are back to even now. It's 1 apiece.
I know he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright foolish. He just offered one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup a straight heater, and it cost him big time.
Stepping in now, Mark Canna. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And the changeup is way low that time. Two 2-0 count. The pitch is taken. Strike 1.
Count was 2-1.
Now the 2-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. But the A's come back to even things up thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. All even now at 1-1. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler, set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Ian Kinsler.
First pitch on its way. Started that swing a bit too early.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout, as he overcommits here to a slider out of the zone. 1 strike to count. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Comes set with the 0-1. Hit to short. Barreto brings it in. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth.
The left fielder, number 8, Justin Upton.
Here's Justin Upton now. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch on its way to Upton. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and it's 0-1. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Upton in a hole, 0-2 the count to him.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2, he's sitting fastball.
Here it comes on 0-2. Takes this the other way to right, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now the 1-0. Is a slider that misses below the zone.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
And that's in there, 2-1. Upton, the runner at first with 2 gone. Grounded to short. Barreto's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Angels leave 1. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Matt Chapman. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
And there's the first strike, 2-1. And he lays off again, ball 3.
Well, ball 3, and listen, the Oakland A's right now would love to get this leadoff guy on any way they could. They would love a leadoff walk.
The 3-1. Skied into very shallow right. Calhoun is in a few steps as he takes it for the first down.
Now batting, catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
Now batting, Jonathan Lucroy. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. First delivery to him on the way. And that one just missed outside. One out, nobody on.
D-Rock.
1-1. The 1-1. Hit on the ground to short. Simmons is there. And that's the second out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Powell.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Boog Powell. First delivery to him on the way. This is line to left, and he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Here's Luis Valbuena now. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate. It's strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Missed with a slider.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Valbuena with a 2-2 count now. The 2-2. In the air, down the line in left. And that is a foul ball. Just missing extra bases deep in the corner. The 2-2 one more time. Is looked at and the count moves full. The big bat of Albert Pujols is due up next. 3-2 pitch. Count remains full. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Here's Albert now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Valbuena gets his lead at first, nobody out. In for a strike, it's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
The 2-1. He's running. Chopped weakly to the left. And there's one down now.
right fielder, number 56, Cole Calhoun.
Striding in once again, Cole Calhoun hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike one. One out and a runner on second base. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 home. Dribbled to the right side. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The catcher, number 14.
Ready for another chance. Martin Maldonado, runner in scoring position with Sugan. First pitch coming, here it is. And it's grounded foul. Nothing in 1 count, here it comes. Off the plate and in, it's a ball and a strike. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Takes this the other way to right. Kanal is there and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Angels strand 1. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Franklin Barreto. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. One and 2. Here it comes. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
Well, pitching domination continues. Just a total of 2 runs on the board, so both of these starters should feel really good about their showings. If you love good pitching, this has been the game for you.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. So 1-1. Misses, ball 2. To 2-2 now. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Jed Lowry now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. No hits to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. That's the splitter there, but it misses. 1-2.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Fastball down near the shoe tops.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
And he struck him out. His 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. In now is Andrelton Simmons.
And leading off for the Halos, the shortstop.
First offering on its way.
Kanal.
There's that little sinker right over the outside corner. The 0-2 home. Down the third baseline. And there's his first base hit in this one. The throw into second. The tag, and he's nabbed, trying for 2.
Now batting, second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
Digging in once again, Ian Kinsler hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit out towards second. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
No balls and a strike to count. Here comes the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
You know, there aren't many guys that can just spit on an 0-2 pitch like that. Maybe it fooled him. We won't ever know, but it worked out.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
In now, Justin Upton. Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Set to deliver the 0-1. Missed with a breaking ball.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
The 2-1 is laid off of for ball number 3.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Boy, look at that thing dart. It's full now, 3-2. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A 2-run home run off the bat of Justin Upton. 4th home run here in the early going, and it gives the Angels a 3-1 lead.
I can tell you one thing, you might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Standing in now, Zach Kozart. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Barreto has a play, and that ends the inning. But the Angels get 2, both on this 2-run home run. 4, 5, and 6 coming up to start the 7th. It's now 3-1 in favor of the Halos. Back here at Angels Stadium of Anaheim. The Angels are out on top in this one as we get caught up on our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Here's Chris Davis now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck outside last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-1 home. Drilled to the left side. Taken in by Simmons. On to first, and a big out to start the 7th. 1 gone.
Up next for Oakland, first baseman.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He went deep last time up.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
That's inside. 2-0. Now the 2-0 home is looked at for the first strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that one just missed outside.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Again, he sends it out of play. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will as it heads to the corner. A fair ball. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
So now it's Mark Canna. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
He's set and the 1-2 pitch. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Now batting, third baseman.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Matt Chapman. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Lays off 1-0. Olsen at second with 2 down. Low and away as he misses again. 2-0.
No reason to give in to him here with a base open. Putting him on base just gives your defense more ways to help get you out of this.
Decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Line to the right side. But that's a foul ball.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. And this is fouled at the plate. And prior to the 2-2, he'll step out of the box and ask for time. 2 out here and a runner at second. The 2-2 one more time. Changeup misses, and it's full 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the payoff pitch home. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
And when your pitch count gets over 100, you've got to expect them to lose a little bit of accuracy out there. And I think if he gets in any more trouble, they might come get him. We'll see if he can finish strong.
Now Mike Scioscia's up out of the Angel dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Blake Wood will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th.
Blake Wood.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's in there. Base hit. Olson rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate, as it's now a 1-run ball game.
Center fielder number 3.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Number 48, Jose Alvarez.
So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell, in prior at-bats against Jose Alvarez. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he takes ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for a ball as that slider broke off the plate. The 2-1 home. Popped him up. Cozart waits on it. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. 2 hits lead to a run here for Oakland. Bottom of the 7th now from Anaheim. Get up and stretch. It's the Angels 3 and the A's 2. Daniel Kalum gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Daniel Kalum.
stepping in and ready for another shot. Luis Valbuena comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Luis Valbuena.
He's set and the pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Now a hard liner. Foul.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
The 2-1. And he gets a piece there and chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. The 2-2. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Man, that's a nice job by the batter right there, keeping the front side in. Not easy on a curveball. Would have been easy to throw the front side and hook that foul, but he was able to stay inside and drive it for a base hit.
Striding in once again, Albert Pujols. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In the dirt, and now let's see. Pitch is in the dirt and knocked down, and he'll make it into second easily with a stolen base. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. One strike to Pujols. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Catch made out there in right center as the runner will tag from second. The relay throw, and he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with one gone. Ready once again, Cole Calhoun. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Hey, I have no problem with that take right there. Reliever coming in, you haven't seen this guy for a while. Gives yourself a chance to calibrate what he's got.
Valbuena takes his lead at third with one away. And that misses 1-1. Colombe has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. So 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball. Now the 2-1. The runner's breaking for home. And they roll the dice with the squeeze, and he gets it down. So they get the out at first, but the run will score on the suicide squeeze. And in the days of 3-run homers in 9-8 ball games, you don't see the suicide squeeze executed much anymore, but this right here is a textbook example of getting that bunt down and getting the RBI. Into the box, Martin Maldonado, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
2-0 count. Here it comes. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Popped him up. Lucroy is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. 8th inning coming up. It's the Angels 4 and the A's 2. Cannon Middleton has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 39, Cannon Middleton.
And next up will be Franklin Barreto. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
1-0 the count. One and 1 to Franklin Barreto. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Well, as a leadoff man, the team looks for you to get on base any way you can. This isn't the preferred route, at least for him, but hey, they'll take it.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. Leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. Here's the first pitch to him. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Middleton stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Hit back up the middle. Kinsler for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Jed Lowry.
Ready for another shot now. Jed Lowry. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
And a slider tails outside for ball 1. Now the 1-0. It's a fastball that misses.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Two out, nobody on. He loses loses him on ball 4.
Now batting, left fielder, Chris.
Here's Chris Davis now. First delivery to him on the way. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. And he lays off for ball 1.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
The 1-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Man, I'm interested to see this next pitch. 3 balls pounded on the inside half of the plate. He either has no respect for this hitter or he's setting him up to go down and away.
The 1-2 misses off the plate.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
And he fouls this one off. Lowry is off at first with 2 away. And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. From the stretch. Fouled off. Look out, and that'll give him a close shave.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to get him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
And it's belted high and deep into right center. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field as they've taken a 1-run lead. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these 2 clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Yeah, Matt, you know what, Deaver, we got up this morning for this day game here. We were expecting a high-scoring game, but, boy, we haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, you take the temperature of a lot of guys in the league. They definitely will tell you they see the ball better in the daytime than they do at night. Case in point today, ball was jumping off the bats of both lineups.
Three runs already home here. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. So the A's put up a 3 spot here thanks to the 3-run home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the A's 5 and the Angels 4.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Athletics, number 31, Liam Hendricks.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. He was thrown out at second trying to stretch a base hit into a double in his last at-bat.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's ball 1. And he'll try to pull back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. The 1-2. Grounder down the line at third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2 one more time. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. Lowry's got it. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Yeah, and when the ball left the bat, you figured it was a routine out, but that's how quickly things can change. As it stands, there's a runner on second base and a base hit away from coming home.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. In previous meetings with Liam Hendricks, he's just 2 for 9. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And now they'll try and get that tying run to third as he puts this one down. And he'll get in there safely. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. He's set. Here it comes. 0-1 the count. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Here's Justin Upton now. Runners breaking for the plate. Now a bunt attempt here. He's in there at the plate. And we are tied here in the 8th. And the throw is late, so it'll be an infield single and an RBI on a perfect suicide squeeze. Digging in to try it again, Zach Kozar. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
First pitch on its way. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And a relay to the plate. He's safe at the plate. And they've taken the lead here in the 8th.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Roy. You just get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the 2nd inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Luis Valbuena comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away. And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Albert Pujols. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And they just don't want any part of Pujols here, and rightly so, as he'll trot on down to first on the intentional walk.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now. In previous meetings with Liam Hendricks, he comes in hitting right at a 300 clip. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch pulled high in the air out to right field. Kanal sprinting after it, and the inning is over. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. 9th inning coming up. The Angels are out in front, 6-5. Blake Parker comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 53, Blake Parker.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. There's a strike. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy, as he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat. It's strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. behind 0-2 now.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And Lucroy behind the ball and 2 strikes.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. The next 1-2 pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell.
And it's grounded just foul down the line.
He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ball 1.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
This one's chopped foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. 45,050 on their feet now at Angel Stadium. 2-2.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1-2. The count's now on 2-2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Last strike now for Oakland. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind it, like professionals are supposed to do. Well done.
A 1-run game, 6-5 the final today. The Halos came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Kenan Middleton claims the win out of the pen, his first. Blake Parker retires the side to hammer down the save, his second. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Our final line for this afternoon. First for the victorious Angels, 6 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Athletics, 5 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 34 minutes.
It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out west in the American League, Justin Upton was clutch at the plate with 3 RBIs, helping lead the Angels to the victory over Oakland 6-5. In the standings, the Angels sit in 4th place in the American League West, and the Athletics are atop the division. The Minnesota Twins got 12 hits in this one as they took down the visiting Mariners 7-4. As of today, the Twins are in last place in the AL Central, while the Mariners sit in 3rd place in the American League West Division. The Blue Jays completed a 3-game series sweep as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 5-1. They now have 6 straight victories. At the start of the day, the Rangers sit in last place in the American League West Division, while the Blue Jays sit in 3rd place in the American League East Division. The Houston Astros brought out the brooms in a 3-game sweep as they bested the visiting Padres 9-6. Heading into the day, the Astros sit in 2nd place in the American League West, and the Padres sit in last place in the National League West Division. The Bronx Bombers sent 3 balls into the seats as they blew out Baltimore 9-3. Entering the day's action, the Yankees are in 2nd place in the AL East, and the Orioles are 3rd in the division. The Red Sox completed a short 2-game sweep as they destroyed the Rays 9-0. In the standings, the Red Sox sit in 1st place in the American League Eastern Division, while the Rays are at the bottom of the division. The Chicago White Sox totaled 11 hits as they defeated the visiting Tigers 7-2. At the start of the day, the White Sox sit in 1st place in the American League Central Division, and the Tigers are atop the division. The Royals knocked out 10 hits as a team as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 6-2. As of today, the Indians are sitting atop the AL Central, while the Royals are atop the division. The Nats combined to give up just 5 hits as they got the best of the visiting Mets 5-0. As of right now, the Nationals sit atop the NL East, while the Mets are 3rd in the division. The Marlins picked up 14 hits in total as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 6-3. In the standings, the Phillies are in 2nd place in the NL East, and the Marlins are 3rd in the division. The Chicago Cubs totaled 13 hits as a team as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 10-7. Entering the day's action, the Brewers are in 3rd place in the NL Central, and the Cubs are 3rd in the division. The Cincinnati Reds pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 8-0. As of today, the Pirates sit in 1st place in the National League Central Division, and the Reds are at the bottom of the division. The Diamondbacks finished off a 2-game sweep as they beat the Cardinals on the road 3-1. At the start of the day, the Cardinals are in 1st place in the NL Central, and the Diamondbacks are in 3rd place in the NL West. The Rockies finished off a 3-game sweep as they took down the visiting Braves 5-4. They are on a roll with 8 straight victories. Heading into the day, the Rockies sit in 1st place in the National League West Division, while the Braves sit in last place in the National League East. The Los Angeles Dodgers had 12 hits as a team as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 4-0. In the standings, the Giants sit in 4th place in the National League West, and the Dodgers are atop the division. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors.